Hey there, campers. So since this traveling adventure right now is kind of sitting still and waiting on parts for replacing the leveling system, I figured I'd do a bit more maintenance to the RV, and the project for today I figured I'd film as an attempt to maybe share what not to do, because I'm guessing I'm going to do a bunch of those. Nothing too complicated though, actually. So today we're switching out a toilet. So we had and we will have a Thetford aquamajic style 2 toilet, and we're replacing it with the same thing. Why? The reason why is because the pedal isn't springing back and the seat was done and needed to be changed, and just ordering the seat at Camping World with shipping was almost half the cost of this new toilet, which was on special. So I said, if I'm gonna spend that kind of money, I may as well just change the whole toilet. So join me as we attempt this supposedly easy RV maintenance together. All right, so part one of this is going to be kind of cutting off water, obviously, clearing and preparing the area for work, and then just kind of seeing the layout of the land here a little bit. Then my plan is to prepare everything with the new toilet, have that ready to go, so that when I pull this one out, I can put the new one in quickly enough. Because one of my main concerns is I don't want a cat falling down the poop hole while it's just a hole. So I'm going to try and keep this area more secure, and also try and keep the smell down by minimizing how long that hole just sits open. Because even when the tank's empty, obviously you guys all know there's still going to be a bit of a smell in there. So that's going to be the first step. So I'm going to just kind of prepare everything, and then we'll switch over and open the new toilet box and set everything up with that one, so that the switcheroo happens smoothly, efficiently, and quickly. All right, let's go. All right, so here I am with the new toilet and my little helper, Moose. Moose likes to sit on everything new. Nothing goes without her giving it a shot. But the best way to get her leave is usually just to give her some pets, because she doesn't usually like that. And now she's gonna prove me wrong, because she just likes the box so much. Wow, I got it. She never does this. Oh, you little camera hog. Oh, you little camera hog. Wow. All right, so as you can tell, this RV is not a magazine RV. We live in this thing full time, and it's sometimes a bit of a mess, like it is right now, because we have kids and life and everything. So I didn't do a big clean show and shine thing for this video, especially when I'm going to be working in toilets. So let's open up the new box and see what we've got in there. Supposedly everything is included, so that was kind of nice. That was one of my first questions when I was at the store, was do I have to buy it? You know, when you do a home toilet, sometimes you got to buy that kind of wax donut thing and a bunch of stuff, but he said everything's included in here to just swap these toilets out. So let's take a look. Now, one thing, the toilet we do have has a side sprayer nozzle, with sprayer it's called, I guess, in the toilet world, and this one doesn't. But since it's the exact same type of toilet and that part of it was working well, my idea is to just swap that part out with the old one, so that we keep the sprayer. So it shouldn't be too bad. Let's see what pops out of here. Definitely less heavy than residential toilets. I just want to see, you can see underneath. It might be in the bowl. Supposedly there's some kind of rubber. There it is. So we got the bolts, bolt covers, and this kind of rubberized donut, which is the RV equivalent of that wax donut we were talking about. Definitely easier to work with rubber than that wax stuff. Not a big fan. All right, look at that, all nice and clean. This is the fun part, the clean part. Come on, get out of there. All right. So I got my bolts, got my donut, got my toilet. So it seems pretty straightforward. Should go down. All right. Yeah, I think it mentioned it's one of those goes down slowly seats. Women will have to wait because IP standing up. All right, now if you can see, I'm going to put the camera closer here. Now as we look down here, this is the part that I'm not sure. I see the spigot here, so I'm going to have to see how it's set up on the other one. If I need to change this whole thing or if I can just cut this out and put the sprayer. I believe that's where the sprayer hooks up, and this is where the main water line to the toilet hooks up. So it goes in here, comes up here, and goes into the bowl, and then it has that side sprayer adapter. Now hopefully I can just cut the knob off this and put the new hose on. That would be the easiest, but I won't really know that because it didn't really come with any paper instructions, which makes sense. It's basically 2 bolts over a hole. But when I see the other one, it'll give me a better idea. So let's take a look at that. All right, so now I'm ready to start disassembling the old toilet, sorry. And what you need to make sure of, obviously, is that the water's turned off, so this is not splashing on you everywhere. So as you can see, mission accomplished. Nothing's coming out of the sprayer, nothing's coming out of, or hardly anything's coming out of the when I flush. So I'm sure if I hold that open for a few seconds, it's pretty much stopped. And then you need the right wrench. So in this case, it's a 13mm wrench. It should be pretty easy, so let's see how it goes. Hardest part, I guess, is in this RV anyway. Bathroom's pretty small, so it's a tight area to work in, but I mean, I've worked on boats and ships most of my life. That's my trade, so boat, RV, space is similar. I'm going to see if I speed this video up, if I still sound normal. And I tell you, I'm thinking protective gloves are going to be a pretty sanitary idea in this job. Sanitary like sanitation. Dad joke again. Alright, so the bolts are off. Should allow me to tilt this forward at the very least. And yeah. Okay. Need a wrench. I'll be back. Whoa, with the magic of Hollywood, I'm back with the right tool. So back here, just for the fitting to the water inlet, it's not like a key wrench. It's like one of those white hose connectors you screw on like under the sink, and it's on there pretty tight. So a pair of channel locks should do the trick. There we go. Getting it started. After that, I should be able to do it with my hands. Yeah, just coming now, slowly but surely. Got a bit of water leaking out still, but nothing we can't mop up. So. All right, water connection's off. Pull this off now, and as I was hoping, this just hooks up to the side here, so I should be able to just cut the tip on the new one and loosen this hose clamp here, and then stick it onto the new toilet. All in all, so far so good. Now, as I remove this from here, I'm gonna take the time to clean and disinfect this whole area, because you know how it is behind the toilet is sometimes hard to get to and gross, and people don't do it as often as they should. So we're gonna take time to do that. So again, with Hollywood Magic, 1, 2, 3, and there we go. We've got the right tool for the job. All right. So let's loosen this up. All right, so the old toilet is completely disconnected, and now we're just gonna quickly swap it out with the new one, and before that, clean this area off. So I'm just gonna move this out. My wife's a big believer in this Dawn power wash, so good enough for her is good enough for me, right? So let's use that stuff here. We'll just do a bit of a cleanup and disinfect while we have easy access. All right. Trying to clean as much of the scum away as possible, because if everything goes well, this new toilet, we don't have to change it for a long time, so may as well take the time to do the right job. Now these are a little rusted out. I got new ones with the new toilet. I'm going to set them aside because in case they don't fit. At least my earlier fear has kind of been calmed down a little bit. I don't think a cat could fall down there, so that's good news. All right, I think that's as clean as a male of my generation is going to clean. But all in all, definitely much better than it was. So, now that the area is clean, oil toilet is out, this looks in good shape. That rubber donut just slips on the bottom, very easy. And now we're just gonna put the new bolts and the new toilet in place. This is disgusting. I'm literally dealing with shit here. So, take these gloves off, go put new ones on, and then we'll continue with the installation of the new toilet. All right, so I got the new bolts, new gloves, and now should be good to go to put that new toilet on. Before we do though, I'm gonna swing us around here and we're gonna cut that little spigot next to the main inlet there so we can plug this sprayer on. I might try and see. Let that sit while we work on something else. Might clean that nozzle up just a little bit. All right, I'll be right back with the new toilet here, and then we'll cut that little spigot, connect the water hose, set it into place. Going really well. All right, look at this shiny new throne for the king. All right, so as I mentioned here, as you can see, it's completely plugged. So try it with my trusty knife. If not, have some like scissors or cutters I can use. But hopefully this will do the trick. Yep. I'm gonna grab the scissors, see if that works a bit better. All right. Let's see if we get better luck with this. Broke the scissors. That's not good. Let's try these. Those were pretty cheap scissors, so that might be why. Just do a scissoring, sliding motion here. There we go. And that seam's opened up. Should be able to, hopefully, stick that right back in there. Hose clamp in place. Never know if my head is hiding, and this video is just going to be a long video of the back of my head. Possibly. You know, I'm new at this YouTube thing, trying to make a go of it. So if you like these videos, whether it's travel or maintenance or got a few other things coming up, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the little bell, put an encouraging comment so I feel better about sharing my toilet duties with you. All right, so back to the work here. We've got the sprayer hooked up again. Now we just need to hook up the water, line up with those pins, and we should be able to put this toilet right back in. Let's spin this around. Right. Let's see if we can. That's screwing on perfectly fine. I think the biggest part is going to be trying to line up these bolts. Shouldn't be too bad. Once I can just focus on that. Now, before I do that, I'm just going to see if I can tighten this up. But I'm always weary about over tightening these things because, you know, it's an older bus, older plastic. Last thing I want to do is crack this fitting, and then that's a whole new section of the video that I'll have to do afterwards. Come on. Now then, let's see where this bolt is. There's one. And there's the other one. Seems a little teeter-tottery right now, you know, like not super flat, but I'm guessing that's that rubber seal that's still new and it hasn't kind of squished yet. So what I'm hoping here is, as I'm going to bolt this down, it should sturdy up some. All right. If you're noticing the RV is not super straight, that's why we're replacing that leveling system, because it's not really working much anymore, and it's been a bit of a challenge getting that work done. We're waiting on the parts forever now, but kind of committed. So in the meantime, just trying to make other projects happen so that when we do leave here, well, we should be pretty good to go. It's weird that one side, the ratchety part works, and the other side wouldn't really work. Okay, that seems pretty good in there. It's very clean. Let's turn that water on and see if we have any leaks. Just gonna put my hand. Seems reasonably dry. I'm just gonna grab some paper towel, make sure we're not having a leak back there. Usually I'd use this camera as kind of a way of checking, but I'm not bailing on you. Paper towel's dry. Just gonna go under here. Yeah, that's not leaking. Now, if I do this, that's working out really nice. Still dry. Yeah, it's staying dry. If you're thinking, wow, he looks surprised, you're right. I'm that guy, you know, like a lot of you guys, I'm sure. You try a project going, oh, this is going to be easy. And then there's that one bolt that won't go in, or that one thing that won't stop leaking. But practice makes perfect, or practice makes better. New toilet's in place. It's working. So the only thing to do now is take that old toilet to the dumpster and have the king sit on his throne once again. So again, thanks for watching this short video on a Thetford type aquamajic style 2 toilet replacement. Pretty easy stuff. Anybody can do it. Why pay someone when you can learn how to? All right, see you next time.